Good evening, dear student. So, student, today we are going to discuss a new topic, and this is a relationship between zeros and the coefficient of polynomial. So, whenever we have given any polynomial, so we have to find the relation between its zeros and the coefficients of different terms. So, before coming to this topic, before jumping to this topic, we will take the example of an specific case. Okay, so here we have a polynomial, that is px is equal to 3x square minus 9x plus 6. So we have to find its factor and 0. Okay, so here my motive is not to teach you how to find the factor of given polynomial. You have already studied this in 9th class. So briefly and quickly we will solve this. Okay, so we have to find its factor and zeros. Okay, so how we will find? We have 3x square minus ax plus 6. So what we will do? We will compare this polynomial with general form of polynomial. So quadratic polynomial. General form of quadratic polynomial is ax square plus bx plus c. You will compare with this. Okay, so what is a here? A is coefficient of x square, so coefficient of x square is 3. What is b here? B is coefficient of x, and coefficient of x here in this polynomial is minus 9, and our c is constant term. So what is constant term here? 6. Okay, after that we will find the product of a and c, or we can say ac. So what is ac here? 3 into 6. So 3 into 6 means 18. Okay, our ac is 18. Now we have to find such factor of this ac, such factor of 18 whose sum. Why sum? Because this time AC, the product of plus 3 and plus 6 is plus 18. If our AC is plus, we will find such factor of AC whose sum will be equal to B. B means 9 in this case. Okay. If it is negative, we will find such factor of this AC, such factor of 18 whose difference will be 9. But in what case? When our AC is negative, in that case we will find the difference of factor. But if it is positive, we will find the sum of factor. Like here, this time in this case, AC is positive. So we will find such factor of 18 whose sum will be equal to 9. Getting this or not? Okay. So factor of 18, correct? So let's suppose first factor is 1 into 8. So 1 into 18. So 1 into 18 answer will be 18, but their sum is 19. So this is not required. Another one is 2 into 9. So 2 into 9, 18, but the sum of 2 and 9 is 11. The third one is 3 into 6. So 3 into 6, 18, and the sum of 3 and 6 is 9. So we have find it. Okay, so now what we are going to do, so you pay attention here. Okay, so p of x is equal to 3x square minus this 9. You see how I am writing this 9? I am writing 6 plus 3 into x. Getting this or not? Okay, plus 6. Now here 3x square, open this bracket, minus 6x minus 3x plus 6. Okay, from these two term, what is common? 3x is common. So within bracket there will be x minus 2, and from these two term, what is common? Minus 3 is common. So within bracket there will be x minus 2. Okay, now what is common from here? X minus 2 and x minus 2. So you take x minus 2 common, and what will be inside bracket? Inside bracket you see, now x minus 2 is here out of bracket. Now within bracket there will be only 3x. Okay, and from this term x minus 2 is out of bracket, so within bracket there will be 3 only. Okay, now again what is common? Whether any number is common here in this first bracket. Within first bracket nothing is common. In second bracket 3 is common, so we will take this 3 common. So this 3 I am writing here. Okay, so this bracket will be as it is, x minus 2, and here as I have taken 3 common, within bracket there will be x minus 1. So I am writing in proper form, proper order. So 3, x minus 1 and x minus 2. So px is equal to this one. So these are factor of our polynomial, this 3x square minus 9x plus 3. Now if so, 3 factors are there. One is 3. Okay, 2. So actually this is not factor, this is constant. Only 2 factors are there. So x minus 1 and x minus 2. 2 factors are there. And now we have to find 0. So how we will find 0? To find the 0, what we will do? First, one time we will keep x minus 1. It means first factor is equal to 0. Okay, if x minus 1 is equal to 0, so x is equal to 1. This will be first factor, first 0. X is equal to 1 is first 0. And for the second zeros, what we will do, we will keep second factor x minus 2 equal to 0, and if x minus 2 equal to 0, x is equal to 2 will be another 0. So now we have two zeros for this polynomial. One is x is equal to 1 is first zero, and x is equal to 2 second zero. Okay, so now we have to find the relation between zeros and coefficient of polynomial. So for this, what we will do, we will take a general form of polynomial. So general form of polynomial, let's suppose we have p of x is equal to ax square plus bx plus c. This is a general polynomial, and let alpha and beta are two zeros of this polynomial. Getting this or not? This is quadratic polynomial, so how many zeros will be there? 2 0. As we have seen in previous example, we have 2 zeros, okay, because we have quadratic polynomial. If we have linear polynomial, only 1 0 will be there. For quadratic polynomial, there will be 2 0. For cubic polynomial, there will be 3 0, and so on. Getting this or not? So let alpha and betas are 2 zeros. Clear, children? Okay, now alpha and betas are two zeros. So if we have zeros, so what will be two factor? Then x minus alpha and x minus beta will be two factors of polynomial p of x. Clear this, children? Is this clear? Okay, children, now for quadratic polynomial we have its two factor. Okay, so now this polynomial, it means this ax square plus bx plus c, it can be written as product of its zeros. It means x minus a into x minus b. You have studied this previously, and again you pay attention here. If we have given the factor of any polynomial, so factor of polynomial we have given, so that particular polynomial can be written as the product of their factors. Okay, and because this is general equation, this is general polynomial, so apart from this factor we will also write k here. Why we are taking k here? Okay, so what happened here, as in this example we have seen that for this polynomial 3x square minus 9x plus c, so factors were x minus 1 and x minus 2, but one constant 3 were common there. So this 3x square minus 9x plus c, we wrote in this form 3 x minus 1 and x minus 2. So two factors were there, but one constant were there. Getting this or not? Okay, so perhaps this constant will not there. For in each case it is not possible that only 3 will be there. Perhaps any other number may be there. Here it may be 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 or any other number may be there. Getting this or not? And if nothing is there, it means what will be here? 1 will be there. Getting this or not? So we are writing here k. Okay, now what we are going to do here, you open this bracket. So what will here? X into x square. Okay, so x into minus beta minus beta x. In the same manner, alpha into x, so minus alpha x, and minus alpha into minus beta, so minus plus alpha beta. Okay, k x square. What is common here? You take one minus. Okay, so within bracket there will be alpha plus beta. Okay, I am writing in proper order. Okay, and x is also common. So in this two term you see one minus is common, x is common, so within bracket there will be beta plus alpha or alpha plus beta. Okay, plus alpha and beta. Clear, children? Okay, and this was equal to ax square plus bx plus c, ax square plus bx plus c, again ax square plus bx plus c is equal to, you open this bracket, okay, so k we are going, now k is going to enter in this bracket, so here it will be kx square minus k alpha plus beta into x plus k alpha beta. Okay, now we will compare both the sides, left hand side and right hand side. Okay, so first we will compare first term. So if you are going to compare these two terms, what is coefficient of x square here? K. And what is coefficient of x square here? A. Okay. So if as you will compare these two terms, so you will find that k is equal to a. Okay. Now you compare second term. So second term, what is coefficient of x here? So coefficient of x is minus k into alpha plus beta. And what is coefficient of x here? Coefficient of x is b. Okay. So here we can write minus k alpha plus beta is equal to b. Clear? Clear, children? Okay. So now what we will do? We will keep this alpha plus beta here, and this minus k we are going to transfer from left hand to right hand. So alpha plus beta you keep here is equal to b upon minus k. Okay. Or we can write alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by k. Clear? Okay. Now the third one. Okay, third term we are going to compare. So what is here? K, alpha and beta, these all are constant. Alpha and beta as well as k, all these three are constant, and here our c is constant. Clear? Clear, children? Okay. So compare these two. So we can write k alpha beta is equal to c. So from here alpha into beta is equal to c by k. We will transpose this k from left hand to right hand. Okay. Or alpha into beta is equal to c by k. Getting this? Okay. Now what is alpha? Alpha is 1 0. It means 2 0. We have two zeros. One is alpha, another is beta. So alpha and beta, what it is showing? It is showing the sum of zeros. Getting this or not? It is showing the sum of zeros. So 1 0 is alpha, another is beta. So alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by k, and here alpha into beta, it means the product. This side we have the sum of zeros, okay, and this side we have product of zeros. So sum of zeros is equal to b by k, okay, and product of 0 is c by k. So what is the value of k here? Now as we can see that k is equal to a. So in place of k I am writing a. So here it will be alpha plus beta is equal to minus b upon a. Okay, children? Okay, and alpha into beta is equal to c upon a. In place of k I am writing a. Getting this or not? So alpha and beta, it means the sum of zeros. Whenever we have given any quadratic polynomial, the sum of its zeros will be equal to minus b by a, and the product of its zeros will be equal to c by a. And now question arises that what is b? So what is b here? You see, b is coefficient of x. Okay, and what is c? Constant term. What is a? Coefficient of x square. So here alpha plus beta, or we can say sum of zeros. Sum of zeros is equal to minus, in place of b I am writing coefficient, okay, of x upon what is a? Our a is coefficient of x square upon coefficient of x square. Getting this or not? Okay. In the same manner, we have alpha into beta is equal to c upon a. What is alpha and beta? The product of two zeros, or we can say product of zeros is equal to c. What was c? Constant term upon a. What was our a? Our a was coefficient of x square. So constant term upon coefficient of x square. Clear this, children? So perhaps now let us check, okay, for our example. So our example was, our polynomial was 3x square minus 9x plus 6. Okay, for this quadratic polynomial, our zeros were 1 and 2. So our zeros were 1 and 2. Okay, now we will substitute the value for this polynomial 3x square minus 9x plus 6. Zeros were 1 and 2. Okay, now what will be the sum of the zeros? Sum of zeros, according to the relation, okay, sum of zeros is minus coefficient of x upon coefficient of x square. So what is coefficient of x? So minus sign will be there, and coefficient of x here it is minus 9 upon coefficient of x is 3. So as you will solve this, our answer will be minus minus plus. So 9 by 3. So 9 by 3 means answer will be 3. Okay, sum of zeros. And what were two zeros? Two zeros were 1 and 2. Okay, so this 3 can be written as again 1 plus 2. So this is correct. 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. So this is satisfying our formula, our relationship, correct? Similarly, the product of zeros will be equal to constant term upon coefficient of x square. So what is constant term here? Our constant term is 6. Okay, coefficient of x square is 3. So constant term 6 upon 3. So 6 upon 3 answer will be 2. Okay, and what were our zeros? Our zeros were one zero was 1 and another zeros was 2. So we have to find their product. So 1 into 2 is equal to 2. Correct? This is also satisfying the equation. Getting this or not? I hope now it will be clear for you. You practice more, practice as much as you can. Okay, children?